Okay, hello. Hello? Is this working? Oh god, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to check my Twitch. Cause guess which idiot left their page up and then caused my entire computer to crash. So if you saw a stream start and then stop again and then start again, that's probably why. Because my computer can't handle too many things at one time, and I can't handle my pasta issue. Well, because I haven't. Okay, I'll tell you my pasta story later. Just let me double check to make sure everything is working now. Is everything working now? Okay. Okay, it looks like it's working now. Okay, it looks like everything is working now. Okay, we're good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. An ill omen, some might say, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything seems to be going a-okay now. Hopefully audio is alright as well. Let me check my own audio level so I don't deaf myself as I do every time. And let's get started. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, Part 31. The trial part of this penultimate case. Okay, let's continue. Man. Okay, good, everything's working. 2nd of November. Bright and early in the morning at the Old Bailey. There's that old familiar feeling again. The crushing pressure of this historic courthouse. Actually, no, it's a little different today. There's an even more menacing tension in the air. There's a menacing tension in the air today, isn't there? I suppose. Did you read my mind again? God damn it. Yes, I think so. Ah! Hey, buddy! It can only be the result of the menacing appearance of the defendant. A little more courtesy, if you please. Why? I do apologize. However, you're certainly not mistaken that this trial is far from ordinary. What do you mean? We're not scared. The typical prosecutor is now the defendant. Of course it's not the usual court trial. Come on, man, come on. Keep up. I'm not privy to the details, however. I understand that no jury has been selected. Oh. Okay. No jury has been selected. So this is like a Japanese courthouse trial instead. We're going backwards? Okay. A trial without a jury? Well, that's just like a trial of the professor 10 years ago. Yeah, they're totally trying to sweep this under the rug, aren't they? It's stronghart. I fucking bet stronghart. A closed court. Good morning, my dear fellows. Oh, your hair's back to normal. Congratulations, buddy. Mr. Sholmes! Have you made note of my hair, Mr. Naruhodo? It's outright victory for science, you must agree! I did notice. Congratulations! To be perfectly honest, so much happened yesterday that, well, I completely forgot about your little hair problem. Ah! What's one man to a... Oh, to what man? What? Hello? Ha! What to one man is a little hair problem. To another is a day of drinking dubious potion after dubious potion. That sounds like a you problem, really. You have no idea how much my stomach ails me this morning. Oh dear, how awful for you. I'm afraid you only have yourself to blame, Mr. Holmes. Truly, Holmes has like giving off Hal from Howl's Moving Castle, the movie vibes. He only really cares about like his appearance so much. He's allowed to like, he's like willing to like subject himself to some shit. And good morning to you, Mr. Reaper. I'm delighted to see you're looking so full of vim. And I see London's celebrated great detective is as active as ever. Oh, you exaggerate, my dear fellow. Compared to my paltry engagements with a few trivial cases, the Reaper's overbearing presence is a far greater deterrent to the black roots of crime in our capital. I almost said black rots, which I suppose is like a similar thought. And whilst I might not agree with your methods, there is at least one point on which I would readily commend you. What an honor. And that would be your eye for a good lawyer, sir. Oh my gosh, we're friends. Thank you, Sholmes. Mr. Holmes. After all, behind this lawyer is a very great mind. My own. Never mind. I'm taking back the compliment I just gave you. What are you trying to say? I wish only to say that you should be prepared for quite a trial, Mr. Reaper. Is that a threat or a promise? Sorry to barge in. Gina! Gina! You thought... I did think that for a split second, Sherlock would be nice to me, but I was immediately wrong, so... That's on me. I placed my expectations too high. I should have known. Gina! What's that on her arm? It's a mourning band, I suppose. Father! Shouldn't you be at the symposium? It's been postponed, so I have some free time. I decided to come along with the police inspector to see our country's up-and-coming student in action. Isn't this a closed court? Are you even allowed? Should be very interested to see the fruits of your studies over the past year. Well, it's an honor to have you here. Let's hope there are some fruits to see. Oh, Gina. Order? Oh, yes, Gina? Why'd you agree to this, eh? Why'd you take him on? Because I believe he didn't shoot Rexon? This Reaper bloke. Everyone says it was him. What, killed the boss? I'm sorry, Gina. But I just don't believe that. Well, if it weren't him, who was it? We'll find out. I don't know that yet. I don't care who goes and what. The Reaper's just a name. He's just a person at the end of the day. And if it turns out it was him what killed the boss, then God help him. Fiery eyes indeed. Yes, the culprit deserves every ounce of your loathing. Eh? At least, I may be of some solace to the deceased. Oh, Gina. Please, Otto. Get whoever did this for the boss. Gina. I hate feeling this useless, but there's nothing I can do. So you gotta find who done this and make that wretch pay. I hate how well animated this is. This is hurting me. This is hurting me. I don't like this. Let me tell you a fun story so that we don't feel this horrible. For like 20 plus years of my life, like I found out like literally like last year, I thought wretch was like, you know, the insult for like a bad person. I thought it was wrench because I guess I'm just dyslexic or something. So literally for like 20 years, I was like, wrench, you know, like the tool. Because if you're a wrench, you're a tool. That makes sense in my little mind. You're a bad person, you're a tool, therefore you're a wrench. Yes. And it wasn't until we were playing I think like Galactic Inferno, like some sort of charades game online with a couple of friends. The word was wretch. And I was like I was like drawing I was drawing a wrench. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I was drawing a wrench because I was like, yeah, they'll get it. They'll get the word. They'll understand this word. Yeah, no worries. It's a wrench. It's a wrench. They'll get it. And then no one got it, and I was really confused. And they're like, you fucking moron. It's wrench. It's a different word entirely. It's not wrench, the fucking spanner. Like, it's... Can you read? No, I guess not. I guess I can't really read. Anyway, I know now. I know there's a difference now. It's wretch. It's different. Idiot. Yeah, I know. The thing is, like, I knew that wretched was a word, but I honestly just thought that it was wet. Like, I don't know why. Like, I knew wretched was a word, but I'm like, wretch isn't... It was just wrench in my head. I was like, I don't know. Something about reading. I just can't fucking read, I guess. Anyway, it's a fun little story. So we don't cry immediately. Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court will be sessioned shortly. Make your way into the courtroom at once, please. Alright then, here we go. It's time, Miss Naruhodo. Boyfriend Lakes. Let's go. One who lost his treasured brother to a mass murderer. One who lost his treasured father in a foreign court of law. And one who lost the man who helped her escape destitution. All that misfortune, all that pain, on course to collide headlong in this trial. It's time to shine a light on all these dark events. Whatever truth is revealed, we're going to have to look it straight in the eye. Use embarrassment to avoid the tears, yeah. My coping mechanism. Feels bad though. Honestly feels bad though. Because if you really think about it, Gina was therefore orphaned twice. We love that. We love that. It's fine. Oh wow, there really is no jury. It really is a close court. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We're here to conduct a fair and just trial of the defendant, Rockfin Zykes. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready to begin? Wait, there are people in the background. Is it not a closed court? Oh, are they just like military officials or something? What the hell? The defense is ready, my lord. The prosecution is more than ready. Oh, Kazuma-sama. I've been wishing to see you in court again for so long. It feels... But I never pictured it happening like this. I never thought I'd be facing you behind the prosecution's bench. Gina just needs to be adopted by Iris so she can beat up on them. Gina needs to be adopted by someone half her age. You know what? Oh, God. Yes. I feel like, yeah, she should join the Herlock and Iris family. Absolutely. Oh, that's a family that will stick by her forever. Oh, poor Gregson. You know, maybe Gregson's not actually dead either. It's not copium. There's no autopsy report yet. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine. Don't worry about it. The so-called Reaper of the Bailey has been a scourge like no other, undermining Her Majesty's justice system. Yay! We must uncover the truth behind this scourge. In other words, this trial is going to be a lot more far-reaching than Inspector Gregson's murder. He isn't dead unless you see his dead body, Copium. Yes, I am in denial. Until I see the dead body, he's not dead. Look, it worked for me once. It worked for me once. That line of logic worked for me once. Maybe it'll work again. It worked for Kazuma. I denied long and hard enough, and he came back. Maybe if I deny long and hard enough here, Gregson will also come back. Ah! The truth revealed by those proceedings may have unpredictable repercussions throughout the judiciary. Accordingly, they are to be conducted as a closed trial, with no members of the public present. By Her Majesty's direct orders. How will that work, my lord? The burden of all arbitration and adjudication falls on my shoulders. Therefore, as you will see, the juror's bench shall remain vacant today. If no members of the public are present, might I ask who is currently occupying the gallery, my lord? They are members of the judiciary, here to witness proceedings and ensure an equitable trial. The members of the judiciary? Oh my! This is a very unusual trial today. Already. There is, of course, another unprecedented aspect to these proceedings, on which I might elaborate. Just deny it until the credits roll, and then you can make any canon, canon you want. Exactly. As soon as the game ends, it's free real estate. Reality can be whatever I want it to be, and I want it to be. Gregson has retired to France, and he's eating a croissant right now. He's having a grand old time, in my head. The counsels for the prosecution and the defense are both aliens of Great Britain. Morning. Ah, hello, Ita. Morning. How are you today? Oh yeah, it should be early. It should be pre-noon, like 10 a.m. I want to guess. Hope you had a good sleep. Hope you're having a good morning. Hope you had breakfast. Oh, Kazuma. I believe it takes an outsider to see the truth sometimes. As I stand here in the courtroom now, I'm quite certain. This is the reason why I had to come to Britain. Kazuma? Very well! Let's commence proceedings! Prosecutor Asogi, your opening statement, if you please. Certainly, my lord. The incident took place on the 1st of November, at just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The location was a building on the flats on Fresno Street, on the outskirts of the city. Fresno Street? The victim's body was discovered there, in an old single-room rental property. Yes, Inspector Tobias Gregson. A name known very well indeed to this court. So sad. You have a hangover? Ida, you have another hangover? Are you okay, buddy? Brain no thinking. Take it easy. Have some... Hydrate. Fucking hydrate. And hopefully you feel better. Brain no thinking. Ah! Fucking dumplings, why are you gonna call me out like this? Okay, wait, actually, this is connected to my pasta story. The reason why I was late today with, starting the stream is because I had pasta issues. And part of my pasta issues was that the wine I was gonna use to make, like, as part of the sauce, I didn't have it anymore because I drank it yesterday to cope with the Gregson being dead. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drink this wine. And then today, I didn't have wine for my pasta sauce, which had a knock-on effect to a whole bunch of other things, and it's a whole mess. We don't have to get into it now. Not least for his miraculous resolution of one of this country's grimmest cases 10 years ago. The Professor case? How sure are you about the time of the incident? Several witnesses on the street outside heard the gunshot, and all have reported the same time. Yes, that's what Gina told us too. There were a number of witnesses. Witnesses, they didn't see shit. If we're going, the only reason I'm not alcoholic is because my hangovers ain't usually worth it. I mean, that's good, right? Good for your liver. So everything's great. No, nothing is Gregson's fault. If anything, it's his murder. He's not dead. He's fine. He's in France eating a croissant. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's fine. Oh, Gregson. I have here a plan of the room. It's okay. I'm actually so sad, guys. The victim was found curled up in one corner. It is believed that he was shot in the front at point-blank range and died instantly. How has the range been determined? I'm assuming, gunpowder burns? Yeah. There were scorch marks around the entry wound. Such marks are caused by the gunpowder used to fire the bullet. But powder hot enough to leave scorch marks is only ejected a few inches beyond the end of the barrel. In other words, it only happens when the target is at point-blank range. I see. Yes. Thank you for the detailed explanation, Counsel. God damn it! There's a fucking autopsy report. This is fine. The murder weapon was found lying beside the victim. Have you managed to ascertain the owner of this firearm? No, my lord. Not conclusively.
Bravo, Kazuma-sama. We're not trying to use a gun as evidence when its provenance can't be proven.
Furthermore, my lord, as I've explained, the revolver was fired at extremely close range. The bullet passed through the victim and struck the wall behind him. There's a candelabrum mounted to that wall, and the tip of one of those candles in it was found to have been blown off by the projectile.
We noticed that too, didn't we?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you for the thorough report, Counsel. The setting of the crime is clear to me. You'll submit the plan of the crime scene as evidence, please.
As you wish, my lord. Okay. Let us quickly comb through the court record. Gregson. Oh, Tobias. Oh. Coroner Maria Gory. Maria Gory, wow. Gory, because it's a gory fucking... Oh, there is no time of death, but they have a gunshot in the chest close range from the front. Oh, Gregson. Need to summon Edred to update the autopsy report for you to make Gregson alive again. Yes! Please, Miles! You're my only hoe, where are you? I need you to give me an updated autopsy report to say that freaking Maria Gory is incompetent and then they got her wrong. Please. Gregson. Okay. But that's interesting. They haven't got a concrete time of death, which means even though there's witnesses that corroborate a time of firing of a gun, it doesn't necessarily mean that's when he died. Oh, Toby. It really fucking breaks my heart. We have nothing else yet, but I guess we'll just keep going.
Is this Fresno Street Room, Inspector Gregson's private abode?
No, my lord. The room is rented by Mr. Hugh Bone. Or Hugh Boone? But there is precious little furniture inside, and is generally in a poor state of repair. So what on earth was Gregson even doing there? It was his workshop.
Presumably he was investigating some case or the other.
When a policeman was informed of the gunshot from the witness and rushed inside to the scene, he found only the deceased inspector and the accused standing alongside, holding the revolver. Wait. Pan Sykes, you dumb slut! Oh my gosh! Baroque is just as stupid as Renosuke is. He was like, "Oh, free gun! I'll pick it up." I'll just pick up a fucking gun on the ground. I can only imagine that's how he got a gun in his hand. Yeah, just if you see a firearm on the ground, why not pick it up, right? Oh my god, you idiot, moron, fool! You're a fucking prosecutor. You should know. See, Renosuke at the time was a layman. I can forgive him. He was like, cool. Guns aren't popular in Japan. I'll pick this up. No worries. But Baroque, you stupid slut! Come on. Come on, man! You're just inviting... Ugh. Fucking idiot. The intending officer arrested the accused on the spot.
So, the details of the case are clear.
In that case, the prosecution would like to call its first witness.
Name, please, counsel.
Naturally. Is it the redhead people? Oh, no, it's the accused himself. The accused himself. What? Warren Zykes? As a prosecutor, he believes in the oath of an office he's taken and will be compelled to tell the truth. Ace Attorney characters have a habit of picking up incriminating evidence when they don't need to. Yeah, truly. I feel like in the Ace Attorney universe, there's just incriminating evidence everywhere, and it's a free for all. You can pick it up, keep it, whatever, you know? Look at Sasato. She has an entire library in her sleeves. And then all these other assholes just incriminating themselves by being like, free stuff on the ground. Don't mind if I do.
Very well. Let the defendant take the witness stand.
Wow, what a change of view, am I right?
So, witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Baroque Van Zoix, Old Bailey prosecutor.
I presume, Lord Van Zoix, that you have heard Prosecutor Asogi's opening presses?
I did.
It is alleged that you were found at the scene of the crime, and that you were arrested by the arriving police officer. Can you confirm this?
Yes, my lord.
They're too used to stealing
Evidence they forget they can't investigate their own crimes. That's true. They're so used to just it being a free-for-all. They're like, yep, just picking everything up, no worries. Never got in trouble for disturbing a crime scene before, because clearly that law doesn't fucking exist here or something.
hoisted by your own petard, my dude.
Then I'm sure the court would like to hear you explain some things away. Namely, why you were there in the room on Fresno Street at the time in question. And what exactly took place. I intend to explain nothing. I will simply tell the truth.
Oh, does he not have his sword with him?
That's a good detail if he doesn't have his sword with him. Because I can't imagine them arresting someone and letting him keep his sword, right?
Must say, Lord Van Zoix, I never imagined this day would come. Or rather, I didn't want to imagine it would come. Since you became known as the Reaper, a part of me has been dreading it. Formal testimony? Then witness?
I misplaced that comma, so that sentence came out a bit weird, my bad. The facts of the incident. I was investigating Gregson, and my inquiries had led me to that address.
Wait, why were you investigating Gregson? Especially since he's being tried as a murderer?
Right? Like, why would they let him keep his sword, right? When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside, and I saw no one. A moment later, I heard the gunshot. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor. And then you picked it up like a dum-dum! And just as I picked up the firearm to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. Fucking... He truly is an idiot moron. You're a prosecutor. You should know not to do that. I can't even. It was only then the body of the Inspector Gregson appeared before me. I love how his first reaction to hear a shot in the same room as him is not to be like, oh shit, someone's shooting at me, gotta duck or some shit. His first reaction is, oh hey, there's a shot fired off, but there's a gun on the ground, let me just pick that up. Himbo? Goth himbo? Yeah, actually, I don't know if he's definitely a tsundere. I don't know if but he is a bit of a dumbass. Goth himbo? Is he jock enough to be a himbo? I guess he does sword fighting. So I guess he might be jock enough to be a himbo. A goth himbo. Free gun, isn't it? Ooh, free gun! Don't mind if I do! Jesus. That testimony was the whole truth. It was. So, you heard a shot being fired in a room with no living occupants. And moments later, a corpse somehow appeared before your eyes. Is that it? You're right. You haven't explained away anything. In fact, that would barely qualify as an excuse. I feel like in the couple of months that Kazuma was Van Zyke's apprentice, he picked up all of Van Zyke's mean girl traits. That was such a mean girl thing to say, what the hell? I thought you were my mute apprentice. Yet it turns out you have a way with words. Prosecutor or something. Yeah, see, even Van Zyke is saying it. Those are my mean words. Oh my god.
It would appear to be a singular tale indeed.
Singular isn't the word. It's laughable. What's got into Kazuma? He's not behaving like himself at all. He's role-playing The Rock. He definitely has a banned book somewhere in his room. Yeah, I feel like he's probably like pasting one together over the couple of months he's been with Baroque. Maybe they have a book together, you know? A banned book. Doesn't I just feel the animosity? I guess because he has a personal vengeance against Baroque specifically, right? I guess it kind of makes sense. But like, Kazuma, my love, what happened? Why aren't you like yourself? My sweetheart, why are you so full of hate?
Very well then. That's all. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's Kazuma's face! Ah! I hate this. This case sucks, dude. This is like everything I wanted, but like, it's almost as if I wished on a monkey's paw, and it's all twisted and wrong. I don't like this. Oh, I wish Kazuma would come back. Granted. Oh, I wish I could be in court Kazuma again. Granted. Oh, I wish the Baroque would fucking stop being such a little bitch. Granted. But not in the way I wanted it to be. Okay, let's press everything.
Hold it!
Why were you, investigating Rexon? Yeah. You were investigating the inspector? What on earth for? I'm not at liberty to say. Is that a... So were you investigating for someone else or for yourself? Sorry? I identified a distinct possibility that Gregson was involved in a case I was investigating. Regrettably, though, he was killed before I could secure the proof I needed.
Is the court to understand then that on the day in question you followed the victim to the scene?
No. I was privy to his movements in advance. How? I stole into his office in the yard and consulted his diary. Alright. You just admitted to a blatant invasion of privacy? That does not make you look suspicious at all. That's... What? You're a prosecutor. You should know what to say and what not to say. But I guess you're just so like into telling the truth. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? The address on Fresno Street was noted in 5 p.m. in the 5 p.m. entry.
You illegally entered the man's office. In Japan, that alone would constitute a very serious offense.
As it does in Great Britain, I assure you. Is that not the case, Lord Van Zykes?
I was aware of the possible consequences. So, in summary, you were investigating the victim, and yet, you refused to tell the court why. I didn't realize British prosecutors enjoyed such freedom to choose what to divulge under oath.
Ugh. Why did I ever think I could defend this man? I love how I pressed, and instead of getting more information, I just got another crime added to his list. Fucking invasion of privacy. Let's just tack that on, why don't we?
When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside. But there were windows, weren't there? Have you ever been to the address before?
No, never. I only learned to the place as a result of my investigations into Greg's sensitivities. There was no light inside when I entered, so it was all but impossible to make out anything.
But at 5 p.m., the sun would have only just gone down. It would still have been reasonably light outside.
The room has a window, but it was boarded shut. Very little light found its way inside the room from outside, so it was extremely murky inside. I wouldn't have noticed if the victim was already lying on the floor.
There was no artificial light in the room, you say? Are you quite sure?
I'm quite sure that the part of the room where the body was found was very dark.
The problem with that is that the was right behind, and Are you lying? If so, why? What the hell?
I have a feeling there was a small oil lamp burning on the desk, though I can't say for certain.
Look, Miss Naruhodo. Ah, so there is no oil lamp. There's a small desk in the room just here. Yes, I remember. And there's an oil lamp on it, as well as a framed photograph.
When I entered the room, I closed the door behind me and started towards a desk to investigate.
What? Why would you entered the room because you heard a gunshot and you thought it was a good idea to close yourself in a room with a potentially armed person? What the fuck was going through your mind? I thought you were smart. Huh? What the fuck, Van Zyke? Huh?
I don't get it. I just don't get it. This can't be the truth. This can't be the truth. Something is happening.
I was like, Rexy was severely depressed.
No! He's not dead. He's alive in my mind. Still. And he's living a happy, fulfilled life in France, eating his croissants. That's. I'm still in denial. I'm sorry. I can't. We're like fucking 10 minutes into the trial, and I'm already. I can't. What? Okay. When I entered the room, I closed the door behind me and started towards a desk to investigate.
And what did you find?
Nothing. I never actually reached the desk. A moment later, I heard a gunshot.
Oh, so he wasn't there.
Okay, I was mistaken. He was just sneaking around. I thought he heard the gunshot and went inside the room. My bad. This makes slightly more sense that he was sneaking around. He would close the door behind him. Okay.
Hold it!
So, who fired the gun?
I have no idea. I didn't see anyone else in the room.
But you say it was very dark in there?
Yes, that's right. All I can tell you is I didn't sense another presence. Oh. Okay, Batman. Then could it be that the gunshot actually originated from somewhere outside the room? No, that's out of the question. Literally trying to help you. Literally trying to help you, buddy. Oh. Without doubt, the sound emanated from inside the room. You could smell the gunpowder. This is going from bad to worse. And you say that's the point at which you noticed the revolver on the floor. Correct. And I foolishly picked it up. It was carelessness on my part. Okay, at least he admits it.
Presumably then, the gunshot you heard came from the firearm you somewhat hastily took into your hands.
In point of fact, my lord, I believe it did not. What? The barrel of the revolver I picked up was cold, and there was no smell of spent powder. Oh, but then where on earth is the gun that was fired? Whilst I would like to oblige you with an answer, I'm afraid I can't. I too would dearly like to know that. Did the firearms examine it? Door flew open.
Hold it!
A man, you say? One of the witnesses, I presume? That's right. One of the street merchants working on Fresno Street.
Who are these merchants?
A number of them had set up their stores directly beneath the border window of the crime scene. A match seller, a newsmonger, and a peddler. They were all given statements saying they heard the gunshot. And without thought of danger, they ran inside to see what had happened.
Yes, Gina told us about that yesterday, didn't she?
They busted the door with some force, it would seem. They did. They almost gave me a heart attack in the process. But you're supposed to be the Reaper! The first man to come in immediately noticed a revolver in my hand and fled. A policeman patrolling on Fresno Street heard the commotion and was able to arrest the accused shortly after the incident occurred. Anyway, the man's scream drew my attention in that direction. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me. That does make sense, because the door opens inwards? Wait, does it open inwards? I swear there was a... Did I Mandela effect myself? No, you can see the doorknob. Doorknob? You can see the doorknob, so it has to open this way. So the door would have been in this position, blocking off that corner when Barack entered. And if it was focused on going here, like his line of sight for the body would have been blocked, and he wouldn't be able to see it, even if he... Well, that's assuming he didn't turn around to close the door. But I don't think any of us turn around to close doors, do we? I just kind of slammed them shut behind me. So it's feasible that he was walking in this direction, didn't see this until he was around here, picking up the gun. Wait, where was the gun though? Here somewhere? Picking up the gun and then looking up in this direction. It's still, I guess it's feasible, but it's not very good.
Hold it!
What do you mean by that? In what way did the body appear? I honestly can't explain it, but it's the truth. As far as I'm concerned, the body hadn't been there until that point, and then suddenly, there it was. Did you perhaps hear the sound of the victim falling to the ground just beforehand? At that moment, what I heard was the sound of the door flying open and the scream of the man who came inside first. Nothing more. I see. After the man fled, I examined the body. I was stunned to find out it was Gregson. So you examined the body with a gun in your hand? No wonder you were immediately arrested. Like no wonder.
Most curious circumstances indeed.
how the inspector was killed or how his body seemed to appear out of nowhere. I have no idea.
Objection!
Oh, Kazuma. Surely the court has heard enough. My lord, the cross-examination has clearly revealed that the accused, Baruch van Zykes, is lying on multiple fronts. What's that supposed to mean?
Good gracious, counsel!
The defendant's lying, you say? In his testimony just now, he claims that he failed to notice the victim's body because the room was dark. That's correct. No, that's impossible. As proven by this candelabrum. How does that prove anything? If you examine the tip of the long candle, you can see it's been blown off by a powerful impact.
One would assume the projectile from the firearm passed through the victim and struck the candle.
The problem comes when you consider the other two candles, which are clearly of a different length.
Yes, I can see that only the candle appears to have been struck by the bullet is long.
We could reasonably expect someone to have lit all the three candles together, which begs the question of why only one has ended up longer than the others. Kazuma's doing an Oscar's job for him. I can't believe he's interrupting my cross-examination. God damn it. Truly, Kazuma is too talented. Doing both jobs at once. He's multitasking. I guess in a way he's multi-classing as well. That must be because that particular candle was extinguished when the others are still burning? That's right. When the candle was hit by the bullet, it obviously went out. But the other two candles would still have been burning. So the fact is, the victim's body would have been illuminated by the light still thrown by the candelabrum. Yeah, I knew this was gonna come up. I knew it! So the accused's claim that he couldn't see the body clearly contradicts those facts. And now, the next lie.
There's more?
The accused also claims never to have visited the scene of the crime before. But that's the truth. In that almost empty room, the police discovered something very unusual. A board covered from top to bottom in police documents and newspaper cuttings. Yes, that's right. We saw it too. It goes without saying that the contents of the police documents cannot be divulged. However, they included a number of reports from various historical cases, the oldest of which was from 10 years ago. 10 years ago? This is starting to sound familiar. And then there's a common thread linking all the documents on that board.
Indeed. What is this common thread, counsel?
Please don't tell me it's Baruch. They all relate to cases prosecuted in court by Baruch van Zykes. All of them? And furthermore, all these cases were the ones in which the defendant was acquitted.
Good lord!
Interestingly, none of those defendants are alive today. Ah! Objection? At least 3 are? Because all of them have been sent to their graves by the Reaper. Oh no! In short, that dingy little room is the Reaper's secret hideout and his base of operations. The Reaper's hideout? And yet, the Reaper would claim never to have been in his own secret hideout? Conjecture, I would say. I do love this remix of, what you call it, the prosecution theme. It's nice, but Kazuma's tearing me to shreds, and I don't like it. No one would believe that. No. The truth is, you've been looking at this backwards.
Backwards? Explain, counsel!
Renosuke, this is where you would object. Please object. Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine. By the Reaper's hand! when you don't object! Oh my gosh. No vibes, even in court. The music is great. Yeah, the music is so good.
Ora!
Like, I feel the music in this case, like, it really tugs on the heartstrings. Like, the I don't know if it's actually Kazuma's theme, like the gentle, like Japanese themed music that plays previously when they're talking about Kazuma, like, always gets me. And then, like, now this remix of the prosecution theme is, it's so good.
Well, I hereby state the current opinion of the court. Baroque Van Zykes is an outstanding prosecutor and has rendered great service to this country. However, it is with deep regret I must concur with Prosecutor Asogi's contention.
Ryunosuke, we should have objected. We shouldn't have let him finish.
The defendant's testimony exhibits a number of stark inconsistencies with the known facts.
All I have done is state the truth as I know it. Kazuma's done a brilliant job as ever. He's drawing on his experience as a defense attorney to build his prosecution case, and it's formidable.
And so, you will submit the board that you just showed the court as evidence. I believe it to be fundamental and establish the facts surrounding the Reaper's existence.
Oh, hey! Kazuma's dual wielding. He has his Karuma, the sword, and also the other one he picked up. Wait, is that Baroque sword? Damn, east and west. Ryunosuke is still too shook that Kazuma is standing in front of him. Maybe. Oh, but a vision. Oh, but a vision that is completely fucking me over in court. Kazuma. Thank you, my lord. Yeah, we are Shinji in the chair right now. Literally, actually. Okay, well let's check out the notice board. Let's check out the conspiracy board. What can we find out? Oh, can we actually read any of this? There are details of a whole raft of cases dating back years on here, aren't there? This paper's from 10 years ago. It's browning with age, look. Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here. Oh, it's the same red-headed league advertisement that Mr. Sholmes had picked out. And do you remember? There was a red hairpiece at the scene too. Was Inspector Gregson an exponent of the red-headed league then? Oh, we don't get much. Wait, stop bullying me! No, I'm not gonna go into the coffin. No. I'm gonna win this. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this. Come on, have some faith. Have some faith. Oh, what's this? Miss Nodohara, look! Oh, yes, it's a smudge of some kind. It's clearly a bloody handprint. Ryunosuke, please. In fact, it looks just like a handprint. And the color, it's blood, isn't it? Oh dear, how disturbing. Okay. That has to be important, right? Alright. So you guys have faith. I'm finding evidence. I'm finding clues. Okay. And now, the prosecution would like to call new witnesses. We haven't even finished cross-examining this one! Kazuma, slow down! Witnesses who saw events unfold the day in question. They were mentioned in the previous testimony too, if you remember. Yes, the street sellers who heard the gunshots and went running into the room. What? No! Ryunosuke is a doormat. He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let this happen. I'm not gonna say anything. Honestly, pretty relatable. It's pretty relatable. But no, you shouldn't do that. Oh, we didn't even finish cross-examining Baroque. What the hell?
Very well. Leave the witnesses in. Defendant may step down from the witness stand.
Certainly, my lord. Ryunosuke's a soy boy? Oh, hey, she's cute. Wait, no, is that Beppu? Or Beppu? Oh no, is he... Did we accidentally cost him his job? Is he homeless now? I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh no, Beppu, no! So, witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court.
Names? We don't use names. Far too fancy for the likes of us. It's just free and easy. Sell what we like, live where we want to live.
I give them all a vacant stare as I walk down Fresno and spin a few words into a verse for them.
Ah. I'd be right in assuming that all three of you make a living by selling wares on the street.
Everyone calls me gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits to passbys, you know?
Jaunty little tidbits. He's a... I guess this is before they had, tabloids. They had gossip. The man gossip.
An absolute smasher for you, sir. Wrap your... Gino?
It is?
6 pence is the price, not a penny less.
No, thank you. Wait, you're actually trying to sell it to me now?
Come on, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested.
Try the man.
Give him the money and see where it is.
No, stop bullying me into trying to pay a fucking shiller. No, I don't want to.
Pay the man.
No, not even you, judge. Come on, leave me alone.
Pay the man, counsel.
You pay him. Wait, no. Renosuke, don't give in. Don't hand over your hard-earned money. Oh, come on. Renosuke, grow a spine, please. All right, 6 pence it is.
You won't regret it, sir. Now,
Got your listening ears on?
just between us, a young couple on Slide Street.
I've just had twins. This wasn't good or useful. The pellet is not freezing on the streets. Instead of freezing this omnibus, no! So it is Pepper, right? Oh, poor guy. Did we actually get him fired? I feel so bad. And I can't believe I spent 6 pence on that. Fuck that guy. I'm gonna kneecap you. Okay? Is that it?
No, that's not it. It's gossip, isn't it? It wants to spread. But that bit's up to you and your mouth, of course.
I got more, you know? Want another juicy one?
6 pence a piece it is.
If you're curious. You could literally just be making shit up. You're a bitch, I hate you. Keep paying him? No, I'm not gonna keep paying him, no. If Renosuke had any spine, it would have been broken from the way Kazuma has been stepping all over him. Yeah, if Renosuke had any spine, I think Kazuma just ripped it out and just beat him to death with it. Like a Mortal Kombat fatality. His neck is red. His neck is red. I was looking at that earlier. It's kind of kinky, isn't it? I'm curious, yes, about what's going on under that fat bottom lip of yours. Namely that unusual bruise or whatever it is poking out under your collar. Oh, so we all noticed it. We were all looking at it. But it's okay. We don't kick shame here in this household. What about the next witness then? What name do you go by, and what do you sell?
Me? I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, isn't it?
Oh, that's cool.
I sell these lovely little fireworks to all our local schools kids.
That is a safety hazard. Also, why do your braids look like, nooses? Oh, wow! Oh, whoa! You can see that? She's the match on her ass. Holy crap!
6 pence a pop. What'd you say?
You weren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell?
Oh yeah. The second years can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers.
I'm sure it's more than just your firecrackers, ma'am. She's certified to be hot, I guess. Truly. Damn girl. Right, Rain?
So welcome, Rain. How are you?
But like, I'm sure the second years are giving you business more than more than just for your firecrackers. Like, I would pay money just to see her light a match on her ass again.
Especially when I tell them, if they get 100, we could blow up the whole school.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Actually, I feel like every second year has the fantasy of either setting their school on fire or
Blowing the school up. It's just a high school thing. Just high school things. Hashtag.
enjoying this a lot.
Yeah, this case is. It's a case, alright, isn't it, Rain? God.
Not the most savory of ideas, young lady.
Casually promotes terrorism. Not me. I'm not promoting terrorism, but you know, she's just giving the idea out there as well. The match lady, Venus.
It's a free country.
What'd you say then, eh? Want a part of sixpence for a pop?
Wait, what? You want me to buy one?
Tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you get 100 of them, you can blow up the whole courtroom.
Sure, I guess. Maybe if Renosuke buys 100 of them, he can blow Funky Dumplings. You predicted her text. You predicted her line of thought exactly. That's what she wants.
This case so far is, yeah, I know, right?
It's a very
this is fine kind of case.
Yeah, talking about Venus. Yeah, Ida. Yeah, that's fair. Venus is casually promoting terrorism, isn't she?
If you get 100 of them, you can blow up the whole courtroom. I kind of 100 times sixpence. How much is that? Like 60 pounds? I haven't got that kind of money.
No, don't bully me into spending my money again. Stop it. Try the woman.
Give her the money and see if she's right.
Hey, the woman! Counsel!
No. Why doesn't someone else buy it? I paid gossip already. Can someone else give me the sixpence for Venus? Oh, Renosuke! Renosuke! Alright, I'll buy one.
Lovely stuff. Right then. This is something a bit extra, just for you.
Oh, a big one.
The Venus special. Only 600
pence?
Only 600 pence.
600?
It's 100 of my regular fireworks. Nothing little about there, is it?
And there'll be nothing little about the punishment if I blew up the Old Bailey either. Oh. Wait, did I actually pay 100 pence for that? Or did we just steal that? I'm hoping we stole it. I don't want to pay that much money for some firecrackers. And the last witness. What name do you go by and what do you sell?
See, as soon as Venus came up with the firecrackers, I'm like, a firecracker can be thought of as a gunshot. And this is a very big one. Do you think this would be enough to make a gunshot sound? Maybe. Okay. Nothing unusual here.
And the last witness. What name do you go by and what do you sell?
No, Beppo.
I meant to think of me. Think all sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am, therefore I think. Very Diogenes. Because I stand there on the street, watching the world go by about me, they call me the Observer. Get out of it, old man. Everyone calls you Sam. Everyone calls you Sandwich, and you know it. So, you don't actually sell anything? A problem shared is a problem halved, as they say. I give advice, I do. And I think what it means. What? I don't actually sell anything, no. Come to think of it. Pity. No more purchases today, please. Renosuke, please.
Well, I plan to cost you, it seems.
They conduct their business on Fresno Street, from morning till night, my lord. And always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene.
I see. Thus they've heard the gunshot, I suppose.
Not only that, but they very bravely ran inside to see what's going on and witness the crime.
I'll be begging, I thought. It's between us. Venus Delilah, what am I to do? What a terrible thing I saw.
What I think is, if we see is light and shadow playing with our eyes, is any of it real? I'm going to plan as allegory with the cave. Very well. Court will hear the formal testimony of these 3 witnesses now.
Okay, Kazuma, please, 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 let me finish cross-examining them this time.
You will describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of the incident.
Okay. Witness testimony. So the whole thing from start to finish we did. Everything from the moment they went into the building. It was less than a minute after the Reap had gone inside, we all heard a big bang.
It seems to me that quick to talk is quick to walk. Gossip can't wait to go see what had happened.
Ran to the room and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body. I was scared half to death, me. Ran off to find a copper.
Oh, that's it? If these witnesses were there the whole day and saw everything, who did they see going inside the building? Only the victim, Inspector Gregson, and the accused, Brock Van Zykes.
Has he seen pictures of that Reaper in the paper? I know what he looks like. And just between us, folk love stories like this. Made myself a tidy sum already.
But wait! The room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it. All those flats on Fresno Street are unoccupied.
Of course they are. Small, damp, dirty, and expensive to boot.
The room in which the Inspector was found is the only property in the building that's currently leased.
And we know the leaseholder's name, don't we? It's Hugh Boone.
Or Bone.
Testimony the court has just heard may appear to have little room for doubt. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see how anyone other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
No! Thank you for your candor, my lord.
Kazuma. Kazuma, please!
So for the defense, you may proceed with the cross-examination for the witness.
Yes, my lord! In a close court like this, without a jury, the judge is the only person whose opinion matters. I had to break down this testimony. Somehow.
It ain't looking good, Chief.
But Kazuma's looking good. Kazuma's looking fine. But it ain't looking good for us. Okay, let's press the whole thing. And pray that this time Kazuma doesn't interrupt us because... Come on, man. That's a dick move, dude.
Hold it!
Okay, if we can prove that either they're unreliable or like been paid off in some way or lied, maybe we can still recover. When you say they, who do you mean exactly? Inspector Gregson and the defendant, Lord Van Zykes?
Suppose so. Most of us don't know the names of the high and mighty. But I'll tell you one thing. It was the old Reaper that went in there, that's for certain. That's for sure and certain.
Just behind Inspector Gregson. Did they arrive at the same time as each other?
No, not at all. First fella must have gone inside a good 15 minutes before we heard that gunshot.
The victim arrived 15 minutes before. Are you sure about that?
Am I sure? Doesn't seem likely that I've forgotten a fella.
With bright red hair like that, does it?
Yeah. His hair was real red, wasn't it? Redder than my flaming fire axe, even.
That fiery red mobster burnt on the inside of my eyelids, it is.
Wait a minute!
You're saying the man was a redhead?
Weren't you listening, chump? Aye, it was a redhead. And a big trunk with him as well.
Big trunk? Inspector Gregson's hair isn't red. Not by any stretch of the imagination. It seems likely that the person you saw wasn't in fact Inspector Gregson at all, but some third party. Gems? No, unfortunately, I think it was Gregson because of this. It's inspected though. Yeah, nothing here. Because he must have been wearing this, because this was found next to the body. Not on him, but next to him. We'll see where this goes. No. I hate to break it to you, but the witnesses are correct. What? No! No! Gregson's actually dead! No! No, they have photographic evidence! Oh. I don't like this. I don't like this. I hate this game. I hate this game. Why am I playing this game? I don't like this game! Just have a look at this photograph of the victim taken at the scene. Again with the shitty crime scene photos, please! I'm begging you, just take a step back so I have context, okay? What the hell am I supposed to tell from this photo apart from the fact he's wearing a shitty wig? Take a step back, please. I'm begging you guys. Just take better crime scene photos. Yes, that's Inspector Gregson, alright? No. Gregson, right? Maybe he's just sleeping? I hope so. Wait. New theory. This is all staged. He posed for the photo, which is why it's such a shitty photo. Because he specifically took a shitty crime scene photo so that we wouldn't be able to tell like anything. Because he's just sleeping. He's actually fine. He's actually retired. He's moved to France, and he's having a nice croissant right now. That's the truth. That's my truth. Case solved. That's right, Rain. We solved the case. Good job, everyone. We did it. Let's go home. Oh, Gregson. And a red hairpiece, which we stole from the crime scene. Of course! We saw one on the floor when we investigated the scene, didn't we? I still refuse to believe Inspector Gregson wore a headpiece, though. So then why on earth would he have been wearing something like that? For the Red Haired League, remember?
The color does seem to suit the man, one might say.
Thanks for the fashion advice, I guess.
Photograph will be submitted as evidence, please, counsel.
Gregson. Wait. His body appears to be tightly curled up. And there's a red hairpiece shittily put on his head. The person who entered the building 15 minutes prior had red hair and was hauling a trunk. And we know for a fact that a person can easily fit inside a trunk. Oh my gosh, he was murdered elsewhere. This was a secondary location. Gregson was moved. But then who was the redhead? Wait. Oh my fucking god. This wasn't the scene of the murder. Okay, we have a thread. We have a thread to follow. And what became of the trunk that the redhead victim was supposedly carrying? I was informed that no trunk was found at the scene. So it just disappeared?
What'd you expect us to have been watching the building every second, do ya?
We definitely saw him in the dark going in, though. No question about that. It was less than a minute after the Reaper got inside. We all heard a big bang.
Hold it!
By which presumably you mean the gunshot?
I sell these little things, don't I? How would I know?
Oh my fucking god, there she goes.
How would I know what a gunshot sounds like? I've always thought it probably sounds a bit like this, doesn't it?
And you say you heard that noise almost as soon as you saw the defendant here entering the building?
That's right. It was almost straight away. Bang! It went.
Just like that?
Well, he's a Reaper, isn't he? So the French call.
French. Fait accompli? Wait. Okay, this case is coming together. If you had put a
Because this is blown off. If you put a firecracker on here, that would have blown that off, I suppose, resulting in that banging sound. It doesn't explain why Baroque couldn't see shit though, because for that to work, this would have been lit. And he definitely should have seen it. But if that's where the firecracker was, it explains the gunshot inside the room. It also explains why there's no bullet, I guess. The Reaper's around, keep it going in the ground. I mean, that's what he does, doesn't it? I think we get the message. The Reaper couldn't allow the inspector to live after he discovered his secret hideout. There can be no clearer motive for the crime.
Yes. Certainly is eminently credible motive.
Great. And at that point, you ran inside, is that correct?
Seems to be quick talk, quick to walk. Hold it!
So when Gossip ran inside to see what had happened, did you go too?
Well, me, I'm a bit hampered, you see. All the signs are... I can't move very well.
You were away behind, presumably, with that sandwich board around your neck and the big sign in your hand. What a great burden you bear. Pardon me for asking, Mr. Sandwich, but is it possible you and I have met before? It's Peppu, dude.
I'm not anybody. Me, signs are what makes me who I am now. I sign, therefore I am.
So you weren't employed as an omnibus driver just under a year ago then?
Way to dig in the knife, Renosuke. Way to dig in the knife.
I might be mistaken, but I believe his trembling has intensified, Miss Naruhodo.
Yeah, I agree. He's clearly been through a lot. No thanks to you.
Turn down Henry Street! The Black Widower's arm's just there.
Oh dear, you've made him hide behind a sign.
Life is full of surprises.
To the room there I was, Reba, gun in hand, standing over the body. So then you were the first person to arrive on the scene, is that right?
That I was? Door opened like a professional, I did, and yelled out, "What's going on here?"
Lord Van Zykes claims all he heard was a man scream, though.
And it was dark inside the room?
No, not dark at all. There were candles burning on the wall.
Really?
And there was a fella collapsed on the floor.
Oh, wait. Maybe that's why, to Baroque, it seems like the body suddenly appeared. If it was dark before, and then the bang was the firecracker that not only blew off the top of that one candle, but lit the others with its ignition. Like it blew up, so it lit the other candles. So he was like, oh wow, there's light source here. Oh wow, there's a body on the ground. Oh wow, I'm getting arrested suddenly. And then the candles burned out because they were lit after 5 p.m., not prior to 5 p.m.
Between us, it's the first thing I noticed when I got inside.
I see.
Even though Lord Van Zykes claims not to have seen any such lights on the wall.
Next thing I noticed, someone standing right behind the body.
Or beside the body. The accused, Baroque Van Zykes.
That's right, the pale-faced Reaper himself. I was a little shocked, I won't deny it, but I'm no livid coward. I stood my ground and gave the Reaper a cold, hard stare myself.
Excuse me.
I doubt it. Do you have something to add, Mrs. Sandwich?
There's really nothing to me. Empty in the head I am. Just 2 slices with no middle. Oh. So, I don't know what you want with me.
I think that maybe you just remembered something? Having heard Mr. Gossip's last statement, I mean.
What I think is, we're all nothings, really. Try to dress ourselves up as something else, but at the end of the day, we're all just street sellers.
That's enough out of you, sandwich. Keep your trap shut now. Unless you want us to make you into a real sandwich.
Don't bully the old man. Get out of here. When he saw the Reaper, he clean over his own backside. That's it.
You rotten beggar! I told you to keep that a secret!
He screamed, he did! Screamed and scrabbled off on all fours! That's what I wanted to say.
Mr. Gossip! Is that true? The floor was dead slippery, that's why. I planted my hand in a filthy pool of blood, didn't I?
Yeah. What's a pool of blood? Yeah. Pool of blood?
Listen here, even when I was sprawled on the floor, I still kept giving the Reaper a cold hard stare. Don't you forget it.
Let's go back a little. Did you say you got blood on your hand?
I did. Happens to the best of us at times, doesn't it?
Not really. Motherfucker lied under oath? I know, right? Contempt of court. Bam! But like, at least this is good. We're getting new information, at least.
So I was scared, so I slipped over. We can keep it between us, can't we?
No. Mr. Gossip, I'm going to have to ask you to add that information to your former testimony. Oh my god, is that handprint on the back of the board his handprint?
Oh, if I must.
Wait. But then how did it get there? The witness swore amend his testimony to include the aforementioned details at once. Kazuma, do you see this as well? So quickly wipe it off on the floor. Yeah, if you wipe it off on the floor, that means this was face down. Because if it was like this, it would be completely indistinguishable from a floorboard.
Hold it!
You wiped your hand on the floor?
What? Well, who wants blood on his hand, eh? Horrible stuff. They might have thought I'd done it. Huh, old tar.
And you didn't think it might be a problem?
Does it really matter if I left a few grubby handprints on the floor? They will get cleaned in the end, won't they? Doesn't make sense of fuss. That's a message from all of us.
Kazuma sees it. He sees it as well.
Is that the wrong counsel?
No, my lord. No! Oh, there is something there. I don't remember anything in the report about bloody handprint on the floor, that's all.
Don't come at me with that! You can't intimidate me! You know what I did? I wiped it off! On the floor! The blood!
I wonder, could that be what happened? Mr. Naruhodo? I don't have all the answers yet, but I think we may have uncovered a vital clue. Yeah, I'm gonna present it after I finish pressing everyone, I think.
Hold it!
So you didn't run into the room with your friends?
I'm not that sort of girl.
Sorry?
I'm a timid little thing. Me? I'm just scared to go in there.
Right. I see.
Old Lippy and Witch ran in there, and I heard a sort of old lady scream.
Well, that wasn't me, I swear. If I were a gentleman, I'd stake my honor on it.
I wondered what on earth was going on.
Which is when you went to find a policeman?
And I ran into a cop as soon as I turned the corner. I brought him straight back to the place. Didn't I do well, eh?
Just between us. Copper's eyes nearly popped out of his head when he saw the Reaper.
Never felt more uncomfortable in all my life.
And the defendant was arrested on the spot, I believe.
Considering the catalogue of killings the Reaper had carried out, it was a particularly inauspicious end. If I can't find any holes in this testimony,
I'm afraid the judge will give a ruling of guilty, Miss Naruhodo.
read my mind again. The truth is, though, the combined testimony is fairly damning.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any obvious problems with this statement, do there?
Still, if Lord Van Sykes really is innocent, then I'm almost certain that we'll find something in there that doesn't quite add up.
You don't think that one of these three could be the true culprit, do you?
I don't know, but what I do know is that there's more to this case than yet has been brought to light. Okay. We're gonna present the bloody handprint thing. This one.
Objection!
So you wiped off the blood from your hand on the floor of the room. Are you quite sure about that? Well, what else do you expect me to have done, eh? Does it really matter?
Objection!
Kazuma, oh sweetheart.
The police found no such handprint on the floor during their investigations. What exactly is the defense asserting?
Objection!
If you listen, you'll find out. Prosecutor Asogi. Ooh, growing some teeth, eh? Certainly, there was no bloody handprint found on the floor. What are you trying to say? There was a handprint in blood left very clearly at the scene. On the back of this notice board.
Yes, indeed!
Indisputably a handprint in a distinctive color blood. Hey, you're dead right! That's my right hand! I know it anywhere!
Objection!
The witness very definitely testified that he wiped his hand on the floor. Any handprints at the back of the board are irrelevant.
Objection!
Much like the board itself had fallen over onto the floor. In that case, it's quite plausible for the witness handprint to have ended up there. Just look at the floor plan of the room. The notice board was in the opposite corner of the room to the victim, in an upright position. Rescue spine +1? Absolutely! +1 for Rescue. Wait, it's coming together. The reason why it appeared, was he hidden behind the board? Okay. Because alright, let's talk about this. If this was here covering the body, and then if there was like a firecracker or whatever here that maybe the force of the firecracker blew the thing over so that it became flat on the ground, it would appear to anyone in the room that this body suddenly appeared. That could be it. That could be it. Even if it had someone toppled over and was lying on the floor at the time, it would have been a considerable distance from the body. I fell over when I came across the body, so I was basically right next to the corpse, not on the other side of the room. In other words, the defense assertion is contradictory. Yes, it is. There's a very definite contradiction here, for which there must be a reason.
I take it you formulated a proper hypothesis, counsel? Regarding this apparent discrepancy between the witness account and the handprint found at the scene.
I have, my lord. The discrepancy between the witness account and the location of the handprint is explained by the board moving. The board moving! The real contradiction here is the handprint itself, not where it was found. As the court can see, it's upside down.
Gracious! So it is. The witness had put his hand against the board. The finger should be pointing upwards.
What does that tell us? It tells us one simple fact. When this handprint was made, the board must have been lying on the floor, as I previously suggested. Which means that after the incident, it must have been moved. What? Oh, I just realized that this sign says hot, actual hero. You're claiming that someone moved the notice board after the shooting? Then tell the court who!
I don't know that yet. But the point is, when you consider all the testimony we've heard so far, we can be very clear on one point.
That would be
The position of the noseboard at the time of the incident, my lord.
so, counsel. I must ask you to clarify your assertion for the court. The time of the incident. Where do you maintain the notice board was situated?
It had to be in here.
Take that!
This is the only possible location.
Immediately adjacent to the doorway?
If the court would think back to the testimony given by the defendant earlier, he said that when he entered the room, it was dark and he couldn't see the body.
Vayak!
If the notice board had been here, the body would have been completely hidden from view, and the light from the candles would have been blocked, making the room appear darker. I mean, not when it's that far away. I'll move it over a little closer, personally, but yeah, I guess.
Objection!
The accused also claims that the victim's body simply appeared before him.
That's true. Or, in his precise words, just as I picked up.
Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
Oh, and the door flew open and knocked the board over. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know about calling it a scream, but it was talking about me, no mistake.
Oh, so I was wrong about the firecracker? It must have been the door that knocked the board over then.
Because it was me. I kicked the door open.
If you look at the floor plan and consider what would happen if the door to the room was thrown open with force,
That can't.
the door struck the notice board and knocking it over and making the victim's body visible.
Good gracious! My client has told nothing but the truth. He simply describes what he saw.
Got him!
Order! Counsel, how has this not come to light before now?
After the incident, someone must have righted the board and moved it into the position where the police, myself, and my colleagues saw it when we investigated the room. But who?
An inside job!
Why does Gossip have a dumpy? Is he thick? I didn't notice. Oh god, now I have to keep an eye out for that.
Witness, what have you say for yourself?
What? My lord? You and your fellows were there at the scene before anyone else. It goes without saying that you must know something about the position of the notice board.
Witness in the stand, testify again. You will each explain exactly what you did upon arriving at the scene of the crime.
Stop looking over your glasses at me. I get the message.
The mystery of the moving board.
I don't know anything about the notice board. I just wipe my hand on it, that's all. I love that.
Oh, don't look at me. I haven't a clue about it. I was doing business with some second years at the time.
I don't know anything about anything. I'm just a bystander, me. Just a side of the crossroads of life. It was that reaper, I bet. Got a face that screams bored. I can't see how this changes anything anyway. The detective still died when we heard the gunshot.
None of you can elaborate further?
Shaken by the crime they witnessed, and only the light of a few candles and an oil lamp by which to see, we can't expect these witnesses to be able to give more precise accounts detail of what happened.
That's right, yeah. It didn't pay to expect too much.
It's a man's endless quest for knowledge that's destroying the world. Do you really? In any case, as the testimony shows, even if the noseboard was moved by someone following the incident, it makes no difference. When the gunshot rang out, the accused was the only person at the scene. In short, The only person who could possibly commit this crime is Barack Van Zykes. None of this wrangling over the board changes that simple fact.
Right so, right so.
We have an uphill battle.
Does the defense still wish to cross-examine the witness despite the circumstances?
Of course I do! Most certainly, my lord.
Very well. You may proceed, counsel.
Okay. Now I'm not sure what direction to take this in. I don't know anything about that notice board. I have a hat on it, that's all.
Hold it!
Oh, sorry about that. So you admit that there was a board you wiped your bloody hand on? Admit it? What's there to admit? It's plain as day for Odyssey. Smashing print on my right hand. Perhaps you want to hide the handprint. So you righted the notice board and pushed it into the corner, did you? Oh no, I imagine the weight of that great lump. That looked like a powerful, well-nurtured man. Well, he did. Well, did you see anyone else moving the board? But nerves of steel, I can tell ya. Even I have my limits. There was a body on the floor in front of me. The Grim Reaper himself standing over it. And there was precious little light inside either. My bomb lip was all on quiver. In other words, the witness is unable to give definite testimony at that point.
Yes. So it would seem. I love that.
Well, don't look at me. I haven't a clue about it. I was doing business in the second years at the time. Wait, so you didn't actually enter?
Hold it!
When you say you were doing business with them, you mean you were selling them fireworks?
Yeah, what else?
Priori?
There's a priority school just around the corner, see? This cheeky so-and-sos have a plan to blow their school to kingdom come. So I've been telling on them, letting the teachers know what they're up to.
Wow, she's playing both sides. Oh, you have? I bet she tells teachers, so they get confiscated and then the boys come back and buy more, making her more money. Oh my gosh, what a business plan.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to get hurt, so let the school know the kids are playing with dodgy toys. Then, praise the Lord, the teachers take all the fireworks off and fucking knew it. And then, praise the Lord again, the kids come back to buy more. Everyone's happy, see?
What a racket.
Of course, sometimes the teachers give me a little more bonus to thank me for letting them know. And it's a busy old life, selling explosives.
Venus is a guileful goddess indeed.
Well, tell barefaced lies is kind of my thing, really. I'm ever so good at it.
Oh? Solid business plan? Yeah, truly. She's she's ensuring demand. But telling barefaced lies is kind of my thing.
Excuse me.
Something wrong, Mr. Sandwich? If I said it was, could we just leave it at that? Would that be the end of it? No. Did Miss Venus' statement just now bring something to mind, perhaps? Philosophical thoughts. Deep philosophical thoughts. Huh? Let's say there was a great liar. And the great liar said, without batting an eye, telling barefaced lies is kind of my thing. I'm ever so good at it. Would those words of hers be a lie too? Or the truth? In which case, she's not a liar. Oh, it's a hellish paradox, that one. Don't you think? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, that this is relevant. I understand that her saying that she's good at telling lies in a court of law when she's supposed to be telling the truth is a bit of a... like a moment, you know? But... is that what he's getting at? But it seems to me you're suggesting Miss Venus has been lying, are you?
What are you on about, old man? Trying to cause trouble, are you? Keeping on like that? And I'll just wrap your whole body up in firecrackers and set them off. That'll give you something to tremble about.
A startling, disturbing mind behind that sweet and innocent face, young lady.
So, Miss Venus has lied in her testimony. Is that what you're saying, Mrs. Sandwich?
Well, if it means I'll be burning in hellfire for the rest of my days, so be it. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Can you elaborate, please, sir?
Oh, Blubbermouth here, headed for the room where the gunshots seemed to come from. There was someone else who crept up the stairs behind him, too.
That's right! The rotten liar over there!
Oh, she's so cute, though.
You mean to say that you did in fact make you take yourself to the scene of the crime after all?
What did I tell you, eh? I said I was gonna tell you barefaced lies, didn't I?
Yes, you mentioned it.
Well, that revelation rocked the whole courtroom, didn't it?
Who knew firecrackers packed such a punch?
So you did indeed visit the scene of the crime, did you, young lady? Good grief!
Well, now you come to mention it. I suppose, perhaps.
I do certainly remember climbing the stairs to the room.
Yeah.
I think you clearly remember it, or you don't! Well, I shall consider a fitting punishment for this perjurious act later. For the time being, you'll be immediately amending your testimony to reflect the truth.
Oh, yes, my lord.
Of course. Everyone casually committing perjury as if it's nothing, you know?
Maybe I did sneak up behind Gus and then have a little peek into the room where it happened.
Hold it!
What did you see then? You make a habit of lying, do you, Miss Venus?
Well, I suppose so. I don't really know, to be fair. I just say whatever I want. I don't care. If you want my advice, though, I'll take everything I say with a big pinch of salt.
Alright, but you did in fact go into the room when the victim was killed on the day in question, didn't you?
Oh, please! As if I would! Can't think of anything more terrifying.
The truth, please.
Oh, alright. Just a little bit then. I mean, a girl my age is curious about stuff, you know?
Did you touch anything at the scene?
Oh, please! As if I would! I mean, there's a whole dead body on the floor!
The truth, please.
Well, alright. Just a bit then. I had a look to see if there's anything I could steal.
Oh, sell, not steal.
So, I did give the place a once-over. But there was nothing to write home about.
Right. Now I hesitate to ask, but you didn't move the notice board by any chance, did you?
Oh, please! As if I would touch anything like that! Just a few bits of loose change is all I add.
The truth, please.
Oh, well, alright then. I thought there might be something worth having underneath it. So I blasted the flipping thing. Sorry, flip the blaster thing!
You're telling us?
You did move the board!
I think that did slip out, didn't it?
What are you, daft barn pot?
I don't believe it. The girl doesn't think. Honestly, what a mood. I'm very vibing with Venus.
So, did you find anything then? Something you might have taken, perhaps? To sell?
Oh, please. I shouldn't be so lucky.
The truth! Now!
I might have had this old pocket watch under the board, I suppose.
It's a bit of junk like this can't be worth much, if you ask.
Ah!
So it was you, was it?
You're the one who took it!
Gina?
Young lady, may I remind you where you are?
That watch! That watch there! I was a present to Inspector Gregson from the yard! For the big calls he...
For a big case he solved 10 years ago. professor case, no doubt. The boss used to wind it up every evening without fail, and he was waiting for his grub to come at the pub.
I see.
I swiped it off and once and blimey was a set. He gave me a right earful. Said he hadn't missed a day in the last 10 years, polishing it and winding it. It meant the whole world to him. That watch did.
Possibly not the best thing to go diving for then.
It's not all that, though. I took it to Jabez that night to ask how much it was. The old dealer wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't give me a penny for it. Said it wasn't working. Knocked about and worthless. Called it. Ah! I knew I should have lifted it.
Knew I should have lifted it. Oh yeah. Got some kind of dumpy though. Kind of thick. Yo, right, Ida, of all the things I've taken. That watch must be submitted as evidence at once.
Oh, please! Just so long as you promise to give it back once we're done. Oh, please don't steal the thing that I stole. Don't mind me.
Oh, fucking hell. Come on.
Not a chance. I'll swipe it from you if it get grubby bits on it again.
That's enough! Hand the watch to the bailiff forthwith!
Now, children. Watch your manners.
Good lord! The glass appears to be broken.
More than likely, it shattered when the inspector was shot.
It doesn't take anymore either. Which is why Jabez didn't want it. What a waste, eh?
Yes, indeed. It appears to have stopped. The hour 5.
Exactly when the gunshot was heard then.
What's the prosecution's claim, of course?
Okay, we have to check it out. What if it was used as a timing device for my firecracker theory? There's a tiny little keyhole here. Can you see it?
Oh yes, that's probably for the winder used to wind up the mechanism. To wind up the mechanism.
It looks a little unusual, don't you think?
Yes, you need just the right key to wind it, I imagine.
Why do I feel as though I've seen something? You've seen something? Something a bit like a key that's about the right size to fit in this hole.
It'd be wonderful if we had the key. Let's check carefully over what we found. Honey.
The glass of the face is really badly cracked, look.
What a shame the inspector clearly looked after it so carefully.
I imagine Mr. Sholmes could repair it, don't you?
Yes, I should think so.
He's very adept at things like this.
A useful man to have around, in fact. But can't you remember he's a great detective, Miss Naruhodo? Not an odd job man. Ah, read my mind again. How?
You know, I half expected a date to be scratched in here, like Full Metal Alchemist style. But when she said an odd key, that reminded me, it looks like a wind-up toy. Do you have a wind-up? You don't have a wind-up. Creepy little creature.
The helmet of this charming policeman appears to be a little worse for wear.
I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if someone had enjoyed twisting it around and around for fun. Oh, shall we try twisting it around and around too? For fun. Is it a wind-up? It is a wind-up!
Hey!
What's that?
It appears to be some sort of key. But it's tiny though! It couldn't be a key for a door, not that size. So what is it for, I wonder? Oh, this... It is! It's for the watch. Mr. Sato, do you think perhaps this key could be the key for Inspector Gresham's watch?
Oh, yes, it could be! Let's try it at once. Not a moment to lose. Yeah.
Perfecto. I knew it! A perfect fit.
And look!
The Inspector's watch has started going again. So it's obviously just not being wound up, that's all. But what is it, Mrs. Sato?
Well, if the watch isn't actually broken after all, I have a feeling it could have profound implications.
She's deep in thought now. Perhaps I better start thinking deeply too. Having wound up, start thinking again. Timing device? We'll find out.
Well, it appears the mystery of the moving notice board has been solved at last.
Or at least. As predicted, it had very little bearing on the case.
Now then, continue with your cross-examination, please, counsel.
I don't know anything about anything. Goodbye, son of me. Sign of the crossroads of life.
But you did go to see what had happened in the room, didn't you?
Fresno Street is my whole world. It's all I know, and I know all of it. I have to make my business to know if I want to hold my sign up high.
So you did go and see what had happened.
It's not the destination that's important, it's how you get there, isn't it?
Did you notice the notice? Did you notice the notice board in the room?
If you think about it, we're both the same species, aren't we? Both different members of the Cyan family. If I spotted it, I thought I might try to tip it up out of a sense of rivalry, I admit. Someone really needs to tell you that you're Homo sapiens, not Homo sapiens.
Does that mean you didn't notice the board?
I can only repeat what I said before. I don't know anything about anything. I'm just a bystander, me. Just a sign of the crossroads of life.
In which case, who was responsible for moving the notice board?
Oh, we figured that out already. Reap, I bet. A face that screams bored.
Hold it!
What exactly do you mean by that?
Oh, come on now. Don't tell us you're not noticed. He looks like he hates everything in the world, that fella. The notice boards, the one thing he likes is seeing his eyes.
I can't say I ever noticed.
I'll tell you one thing for free, though. Never took eyes off the man on the floor. Or off the Reaper. Not for a second. I went immediately cross-eyed.
Sorry?
Well, I was just that scared. I couldn't. Never know what a feed like that might do. You look away, do ya?
If you didn't take your eyes off the defendant, you should be able to confirm categorically whether or not he was the one who moved the notice board.
Hey, not again! The Reaper did nothing of the sort. I just can swear to that. I couldn't have missed it. If he had heaved the thing upright and dragged it to the corner.
Right. So glad we cleared that up. What happened to the face that screams, bored? Feel your pain, Kazuma. Can't see how this changes anything anyway. I'd still die when we heard the gunshot.
Did he die when we had the gunshot?
It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you all heard a loud bang, wasn't it? Maybe the notice board fell over, or maybe it didn't. Maybe I fell over, but maybe I didn't. The Reaper's fate is sealed either way, because the gunshot we all heard. So your fate's sealed too.
My fate?
That's right. The defense is fated to lose, and the prosecution to win. In other words, it all hinges on that single gunshot. If we could just find some problem with that part of their story, it may be possible to change our fates. Of course, none of that changes the fact that I heard what I heard, does it?
Oops, sorry.
Not much to go on.
As you pointed out, Miss Naruhodo, there's no question that the notice board was moved, so someone must have done it.
But it did happen after the event, so maybe Kazuma's right, and it's not relevant to the case.
But it seems to have been deliberately positioned as to hide the body from view, so I feel sure that there's some deeper significance to all this.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I have no doubt there are more clues to be uncovered. You're on the right track. I can feel it. So follow your instincts.
Alright then. I'll follow my instincts? My instinct is that I have to present something at this juncture.
Wound it up every day without fail. Having wound it up, it started ticking again. I truly can't think of anything else. I guess I'll just have to go for it, right? I have no other leads. I have 5. I can spare one in case I'm wrong. Objection?
Objection!
Oh, it was! I'm afraid that's not necessarily the case. Oh! At the scene, we found this key to the winder of the inspector's pocket watch. A key? And having wound the pocket watch, we discovered that it in fact still works. You see, the watch didn't stop because it was broken at all. And that fact completely undermines one of the most fundamental premises on which this entire case has been built. What?
Order! But counsel! Why should stop that almost exactly 5 o'clock?
Yeah, which is just when we heard the gunshot.
It is exactly the hour.
The time that was showing on the watch tells us nothing other than when it was wound down. It's merely a coincidence that it happened to be 5 o'clock.
Objection!
Even if that's true, 3 witnesses here all heard the gunshot at 5 o'clock. This is obviously when this crime was committed.
Objection!
No, that doesn't hold. Why not? Recall what Inspector Lestrade said only moments ago.
The boss used to wind it up every evening without fail when he was waiting for his grub to come at the pub. Said he had missed a day in the last 10 years, polishing it and widening it. It meant the world to him, that watch did. The victim was in the habit of winding his watch once a day, in the evening. We can reasonably assume, therefore, that he wound the timepiece in the evening before he died as well.
Yes, that would be entirely reasonable.
But if that's the case, you wouldn't expect the watch to have completely wound down by 5 o'clock the following day.
Well, how do you explain it then?
In summary, the evening before the day of the incident, when the gunshot rang out in the room, the inspector was already unable to wind his watch. You can't mean... What would stop a man from winding his watch if he's been in the habit of winding it every single day for 10 years? The obvious answer is that he was already dead!
Order! So, it's the most extraordinary claim! Objection!
Extraordinary isn't the word, it's absurd! You claim he was already dead the night before? You really think Scotland Yard's coroner would have overlooked something like that?
Well, on that subject, there is something rather surprising. There's actually an omission in the coroner's report. Yeah, she didn't write down the time of death. Time of death is not noted.
That's right! Wait a minute! Forget my legs went for under me when I kicked the door in! What do you mean? The blood is fresh, is that what you mean?
Like I said, I put my hand in a great, oh my gosh, my words. I planted my hand in a dirty, great puddle of blood.
Yes. So the victim's blood hadn't dried. It was fresh.
Catches on fast, doesn't he?
Objection!
That blood could be explained in any number of ways. It could have been put there afterwards. Some fresh blood could have been poured over the victim's body after he... Did my learned friend think that fresh blood is available in every street corner? He truly did pick up Barack Van Zykes' fucking quacks. My learned friend? Kazuma, when have you ever said that?
Well, it needn't necessarily have been human blood, of course. Yeah, I was thinking pig blood, right?
You guys can't tell the difference between animal blood and human blood yet. I remember that from the last case.
You've been told previously that Scotland Yard has no way to identify blood as human. Yeah.
Problem is currently being researched. At present, you are correct. is beyond our abilities.
So then, a chicken's blood could have been used, for example.
It's certainly possible that it wasn't the inspector's blood at all.
Objection!
The gunshot set of fireworks that afternoon. It's beyond question. Is it though? What? Given that the time of death of the victim has already been called into question, is it beyond the realm's possibility that what these witnesses heard wasn't a gunshot at all?
Please, what are you trying to say?
As know what we heard was a loud bang came from that room. Now you listen to me as street seller's ears as livelihood. I don't doubt your ears, sirs, but you can't state with certainty that what you heard was a noise. Eh?
Spend yourself, counsel!
The noise that sounded like a gunshot would have been made with... Here it is!
Take that!
Well, the culprit could have used something like this, for example.
Oh, really? Demonstration is in order then, I feel?
What? Yes, please. Show the court I could use that to create a noise like a gunshot.
Waiting. Counsel?
You want me to set off the fireworks? I may have been mistaken. Looks like you've been making a lot of noise yourself, Miss Naruhodo. Oh, okay. What?! Kazuo's got a devastating way with words in English too.
I realize it may be difficult to retract what you said and present something different essence, but perhaps...
Yes, I was thinking the same thing myself. No, round two? Wait. If it wasn't this, what the fuck is it?
Have you had an idea, Miss Naruhodo? You're staring at the end of the string of fireworks.
Sorry, it's just that the Venus special. I was wondering what 600 pence worth of fireworks could sound like. I swear to God, if we just didn't if we just didn't click this before and that's why they penalized me, I'm gonna flip a desk. I'm gonna fucking flip a desk.
Shall we find out?
What? But she said it could blow up the courtroom. All right, that was a fairly sizable bang.
My ears are still ringing, Miss Naruhodo. It sounded almost exactly like...
You guys seeing this shit? Are you guys fucking seeing this shit? Are you guys fucking seeing this shit? You guys fucking... If I present it now... If I present it now... Something like this. Oh! Oh, so now you I'm... Okay, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Gotta examine everything, man. I thought I examined it earlier and there was something to examine, so I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm so angry. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna refill my tea and I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill my tea. I'm gonna be right back. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all. Why would I be angry? I'm not angry. No. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Objection!
Okay, I think I might have accidentally... yeah, I think I might have accidentally left my controller and the headpiece together, so it might have been ongoing. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, something like this, the culprit could have set off to fake a gunshot. Good gracious, very fireworks told by the witness. Petty fireworks to make a pop. Put 100 of them together, Venus special, makes a big sound. Court can now test, it sounds very much like a gunshot. Yeah, someone set fireworks off, the defendant was in the room at 5 that day, and sought to implicate them by creating a sound. Like the gunshot for the pebbles of freshness here to hear. Okay, and then Kazuma objects to that. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that it didn't accept it. It didn't accept it! Even the accused himself has testified that he saw no one else in the room at the time. See, this is my candle theory. It's all coming together. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Trust me. It's gonna fucking work. When there was a gunshot or firecracker, only one person present to cause that bang was Baron Fuck Sykes.
One with the match and my firecrackers good pop. See? That's why people like him. Yeah. Candle.
I fear for your fingers, young lady.
Objection!
Recently, during my time in Britain, I've learned of a very useful invention indeed. Something called a time bomb.
Good heavens, a time bomb?
Yes, a device that allows you to blow up whatever you want. Oh, whatever you like. Whatever you like, whenever you like.
Miss Naruhodo, I worry that your unfortunate phrasing there may lead to another international incident.
No, wait, it's the whenever you like part, that's important. A timed device. Yes, exactly, a timed device. Something of that nature could have been planted at the scene. A device that was able to produce the sound of a gunshot long after the culprit had left.
Trevor claims will have to be substantiated with evidence, counsel.
What proof do you have to suggest in any way a time device was employed to create the gunshot sound? The damaged timepiece, of course.
Take that!
Suggesting this could have been used as some sort of time delay device?
I did think so, my lord. Did I make another mistake? But it's becoming increasingly clear that we've all been very misguided here.
Objection!
Yes. By you. What? Yeah, it wasn't right. My bad. My mistake. Okay. I deserve that one. That's fine. I deserve that one. The other one I didn't deserve, but that one I maybe. No time to clear the area before the blast. Okay, let's try that again. It's bonking me?
Are you bonking me?
Do I deserve to be bonked? See, I was gonna say this.
No!
Is I guess mobbing me now? Is everyone bonking me?
Okay, I made one mistake.
I made one mistake in this case so far.
It's only one!
The other one wasn't my fault. I'm assuming it's the candles. Oh, I did go and check my pasta, by the way. It was good. Turns out my pasta was okay. Man, my fucking pasta sauce. Like, it was a series of like unfortunate events. Cause like every time I cut onions, I end up crying like a little bitch. It's like I cry like a little bitch on like 2 certain occasions. A, when cutting onions, and B, when watching like animated children's movies. During the emotional crux, I always cry. Like, like there's no doubt. I just always cry. So yeah, I was standing over, eyes blurry, trying to like sweat my onions down, and then like I accidentally put in like way too much like minced meat, and I was like, oh, it's okay. I can just cook a kilo instead of half a kilo because I accidentally put the entire thing in. And then And then when I was putting like the passata in, you know the thing when you like empty out a glass bottle, but then there's still like pasta sauce inside the glass bottle, right? So you put in some water and you shake it up and then you pour that out, right? Well, guess who didn't put the cap on properly and got pasta sauce like literally everywhere, including all over my dish drying rack where I was like recently washed dishes.
This guy! I did it.
So yeah, it was a whole ordeal. But no, the pasta sauce turned out fine, despite the fact that I left it burning for a little while I was cleaning up the mess. It ended up being fine, don't worry about it. Okay, so anyway, back to the case. My second theory would have to be my original theory would be the candles were a timing device. Do I need to inspect this too, huh? I've inspected that already. And so then nothing more to expect. I feel fairly confident in submitting
Take
this.
that!
Ah, here we go. Perfect.
My OG theory was correct. As the court has already discussed, the tip of one of these candles in this candelabrum has been blown off.
Indeed. It was struck by a bullet, which presumably passed through the victim.
I don't think that's possible, my lord. Not possible? Why? Because of the scorching. There's gunpowder scorch marks clearly visible on the broken candle.
There are? Goodness, yes!
But it's not the case?
There would also be scorching on the victim around the bullet entry wound?
That's right, there was. But as we heard earlier, scorching like this only occurs on the targets at a very close range, a matter of centimeters from the gun. Which means the scorching of the candle can't possibly be a result of the gunshot. You're suggesting it came from the fireworks.
How can that be, eh?
The fact is, there's such a visible scorching on the candle, suggests that the fireworks must have been right next to it when they exploded. Or to put it another way, the candle and the firecrackers were joined together.
Yeah!
The culprit somehow attached the firecrackers to a point partway down the candle. After the killer had left the scene, the candle slowly burnt down along with the other two, until eventually ignited the fuse and the firecrackers generating a loud bang. And that's how these three witnesses came to believe that they heard a gunshot at 5 o'clock.
Well, what a plot! And this implies that the victim could have died earlier than we've been led to believe. The previous day, even.
Now, I just told you horses. A lot of us saw the victim going into the building, remember?
I couldn't forget the flame-colored hair, even if I wanted to.
The person you saw entering the building wasn't the victim at all. Considering this. Obviously, anyone could wear a wig. So the person that these witnesses saw entering the building 15 minutes before the incident occurred could easily have been someone else entirely, wearing the red hairpiece.
Someone else? Do you mean to say?
It was the same person who contrived the firecracker trick. In other words, Inspector Gregson's killer!
Who's laughing at me? No, Kazuma! Don't be mean to me.
Oh, very impressive, Renosuke Naruhodo. Renosuke Naruhodo. That's my full name. Thank you. Kazuma? I'm really quite amazed you've come this far. But after all, wasn't I the one who told you that you had all the makings of a great defense lawyer? Yes? I also noted the lack of time of death in this report, a stark omission. But as far as I'm concerned, the whole country's justice system leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, he's right and he should say it.
Order! Prosecutor Asogi? What on earth do you mean by that statement?
We hear that many of the leading members of Britain's judiciary are present to observe this trial today. Oh my gosh! We got classic Kazuma roasting people in power! I love that for him. I love that for you. I love you, Kazuma. Now another time to get political? Eater, I object. I think it's perfectly the time to be critical. We should absolutely roast them while they're all here. Kazuma, you're so right. I love you. I love you. Yeah, right? Let's go! So much for using London's judicial system to base Japan's system on. Kazuma's like, actually, on second thought, having experienced myself, this sucks just as much. Let's tear all of it down. And Kazuma is so correct. I love him. I love you, Kazuma. So we cannot allow for even the slightest doubt to be overlooked. The defense assertion about the time of death based on the victim's stopwatch is just conjecture. But while the possibility exists that my learned friend may be correct, we have a duty to explore it.
Well, certainly. I would agree with you.
And what immediately comes to mind is, of course, what was Inspector Gregson doing, and where did he go on the day before the incident? Do you know? The inspector always carried out his investigative work alone. His movements were treated as confidential within the Scotland Yard.
Even within the yard?
However, considering the evidence we've been presented with so far, I'd say it's fairly apparent that what case the man was pursuing. Wouldn't you, my learned friend?
A case from 10 years ago?
I do have a feeling about what case he might be investigating.
Yes, I agree. Surely. My lord! The defense believes it can explain to the court the case that was being investigated by Inspector Gregson at the time of his death. Why do I have to say it? Why can't we just let Kazuma finish talking?
What if I'm wrong? I don't want to be wrong. Very well, counsel. Present your argument to the court.
Oh, god damn it!
What evidence suggested with the case being investigated by the inspector on the day prior to the incident?
Wait, to this one? Because that's the most recent one? Details of the whole raft of cases? Out of interest, recent thing? The red-headed one? It has to be the red-headed one, right? I guess it must somehow be connected to the 10-year ago case. Present?
Take that!
Whew. I believe this red headpiece points to the answer. We might assume it was part of disguise used to carry out an undercover investigation.
Yes! The brightly colored hairpiece would only serve to make the inspector more noticeable.
Yes, that's quite true. It would definitely have made him stand out in a crowd. Except, that is, in a crowd of gentlemen from the Red-Headed League.
The Red-Headed League?
So, you already worked it out.
What on earth is this all about? Is such an extraordinarily look, gentlemen?
The Red-Headed League is currently under investigation for grand deception.
An deception?
A deception
Of what nature, counsel?
They've been targeting redhead men across all of London and tricking them out of small sums of money. Oh my gosh, is it an MLM? 2 men were arrested for the misdemeanor only yesterday, in fact.
My lord!
The defense calls for those 2 men to be summoned at once.
2 redheads?
Inspector Gregson clearly infiltrated the Redhead League using this hairpiece. So it's very likely that he had direct contact with these criminals. And it's quite possible that such contact led to more serious events.
We cannot go in good conscience leave this new avenue unexplored.
Well done, Miss Naruhodo! Well, it's another possible line of inquiry, for us at least.
Prosecution will make immediate arrangements for the charged men to appear. Bring these 2 red-headed league conspirators for me, Prosecutor Asogi.
At once, my lord.
Very good. Have a 30-minute recess. Court is adjourned.
Okay. Okay, we're getting to be continued. Okay, that's fair. So yeah, because we obviously knew that it would eventually lead back to both the Sherlock's cases, right? So the Red-Headed League and also the Warden somehow. How deep are we going to go into? How deep are we going to go into it, basically? Oh my gosh! Like, what's even?
What the hell is even going on? I don't know what the hell is even going on.
But I guess we'll figure it out. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Gregson died much earlier than I thought he would have. So it's like, man. Yeah, I don't even know. I guess we'll just find out tomorrow, hey? I guess we'll just find out tomorrow. Tomorrow? Am I even free tomorrow? I don't know. I think I want to make time for tomorrow. I want to make time for tomorrow. God. Okay. I am going to. I have a Discord. I have a Discord that I will post any updates. Hopefully, I have time tomorrow to finish up this case. If not, then maybe a bit later. But yeah, that's it for today. Wait, I think maybe some of my friends are. Oh yeah, a couple of my friends are currently streaming. And if you'd like, we can raid one of them. We can raid Insanity. He's an artist. He is very good, and we can go check him out. The second part of this trial is similar in length to the first part, so it's not too long. Oh, that's good. Maybe I can squeeze in a late one tomorrow. That's what. Oh, thank you, dog. Thank you. Sorry, fucking. I know you said not to call you that. Thank you, Rain. I hope you guys have a good rest too. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, and until then, I can leave you in the faithful hands of this wonderful artist, Santi. Again, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye!
I could kill for dumplings. You know, last week, or was it the week before? I had like these juicy pan-fried dumplings, and they were like monster-sized like dumplings, and they were so good. I kind of want to order it again. Hello there! Welcome in, everybody. If you guys are new here, my name is Zinx. I am mostly an art streamer here on Twitch, and we kind of work with both digital and Pixar. Right now, I'm just like going back to a personal project I started, and I kind of want to finish it off. I just felt like working on something personal rather than commissions, etc. Yeah. Hope you all enjoy your stay here. We're kind of vibey, kind of chill. So at times we do get chaotic, but it's only sometimes, not all the time. It's been a while since I had dumplings. What are you talking about? You had a dumpling in chat. Had a dumpling in your chat. Aye. nibbles? Just a nibble? Just one small nibble? Is that fine? Just tiny. You don't want to eat your friends out. Okay. You may live for another day then, pork dumplings. But one day, I shall consume you. I'm kidding. But I promise I won't fight. How dare you make me hungry? It's not my fault. Or maybe it was my fault. Everything. But every time when I do talk about food on stream, I will always 100% make